G'day and welcome back, Star Wars fans, Lego fans, subscribers. Today I've got here another Lego set. I'm just rifling through this massive Star Wars Lego collection that I attained a few months back now. So I'm just working through it slowly. It's kind of been doing my head in, but every now and then I pop a big set through. So my rule of thumb kind of is, I'm going to do a video and show you guys if it takes more than one hand to pick it up. So if it's a big boy like this one, I'm going to showcase in a little bit of a video. I've done a handful now. Check my other videos out. I've done the Jabba's sail barge. I've done a Star Destroyer. I've got a Death Star coming up. UCS Death Star coming up. I've done a couple of the big boys, drop ships. So check them out if you're interested. I know these aren't latest release reviews. These sets have come out quite some time ago. But hey, I've got a big set. It takes me ages by the time. But I don't like selling a set until I know every single piece is there and I can say what's there, what's not. So I'll build them by hand and have my family help me build them by hand one by one so I can 100% be sure what I'm selling. I know what I'm selling. So it takes a lot of time and effort to do that, especially when you're dealing with 100 Lego sets. So yeah, I do a bit of a video here to remind me of the effort I put in and my family put in for it. And it's a very late review. Like I said, a lot of these sets came out 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So there's probably 1,000 of these reviews up already, but like I said, these are more, as much for me as they are for you. So if you want to have a look and see my take on them, why not? If not, don't watch it, man. Watch some of my vintage ones, my vintage toy videos, but this one's for a bit of a laugh. So what I've got here is set 7680. It is the Twilight from the Clone Wars. Now, I won't lie to you, I have not seen the Clone Wars. I've maybe seen an episode or two. My friends are badgering me hard all the time to watch it. I just haven't had the time. I'm an NBA lunatic nut. I watch so much basketball. AFL, I watch a lot of footy. I don't have a lot of viewing time at my discretion, but I will promise you I'll get to them one day. But anyway, I don't know what this ship was until I put it together. So it's the Twilight from Clone Wars. It's a sick looking thing, but before I get into the vehicles, I'll just say it comes with 4 figures. Now, I don't have Ahsoka, unfortunately. So I've got Anakin here, he's pretty cool. Young Anakin with a saber, R2, and this sick thing called ROTA or ROTA. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I honestly have not seen the Clone Wars, so I've got no idea what that little weird looking green thing is. It doesn't even have legs. It's a little slug. Anyway, so it's missing Ahsoka, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's complete. I'm probably just going to flick this one up on eBay. I normally start them at 99 cents and just see what happens. And they tend to go market value or whatever they're worth for. I don't care. See what they go for. So let's have a look at this thing. Now, apparently this was some kind of ex-spice freighter or something. I just googled it for 2 seconds. Some kind of ex-spice freighter, and Anakin used it to escape from a planet with Ahsoka, and they used it a little bit in the Clone Wars, so that's the extent of my knowledge on that ship. If you want to comment and call me an idiot, please do. So, like I said, I will watch the Clone Wars one day. But yeah, I thought a video of this one because it took me a little while. It's a big boy, but it's also a very curious looking, weird thing. Like it's like a real chunky kind of take on a B-wing or something. Like I'm just trying to look at the vintage inspiration for this ship. There's like a little color picture of it on the instructions. It's like a weird hell chunky B-wing with the side thing. This little Top Gun it's actually the fun build. Actually, it's got quite a lot of nooks and crannies and moving parts and stuff. There's a lot of grey in the build, so that does kind of get you down a little bit when especially when you're hunting from several tubs to find it. All that grey. It does your head a bit. At least I had the physical instructions. I hate doing them from the internet instructions. That does my head in. Some of the shades of grey and black. You just can't make out on it. No matter how good your monitor is, you just can't make it out. So it's nice to have the physical instructions. But yeah, this is a pretty cool build. Like I said, a lot of grey, but it does have a lot of little moving parts and little features, which is cool. So I'll just quickly go over them. So the front cockpit kind of comes forward. So it looks like a bloody armoured car at the front. It's really cool. And these little things kind of go sideways a little bit, but the front thing kind of pulls out on like a lever kind of thing and goes down there. So it's really cool, and that's obviously where that ROTA droid and Anakin go, and maybe Ahsoka. Oh no, sorry, that ROTA thing goes on a little plate there with a dot, so Ahsoka would go there and Anakin. So it's kind of like a pulley system kind of thing, like I don't know how you recognise it, but you describe it. But it's pretty cool, and there's a couple little moving parts. These things sort of curl in and around. And then on the side, there's a little, like I said, this little gun goes up and down so it can attack from the top and the bottom and the side. And then this door opens up, and that's where R2 was displayed earlier. I had him in there, a little door there. And then you've got the main wing, which comes down. So I believe that must be the landing gear's down like that. So that must be how it lands, and then it takes off. And I don't know if this is attack formation, but this little third semi-wing clips down. This is why I say it's got a little bit of a B-wing inspiration. That cut kind of moves around a bit and exposes that shooting cannon, and then these landing gears kind of go inwards. So must fly like that. Again, I keep saying B-wings, just give me B-wing vibes, eh? Flies like that and attacks. If it's a spice freighter, I'd imagine it's not a heavy duty, like weaponized machine, but it's got a couple of cool little cannons there. It comes with 2 missiles that pop out of this thing. I got the second one. There's a back door, which I'll flick around here. There's a back door there. And then inside there, that holds it. So the back door gets held, and there's a little lever which clicks it down. So that's quite cool. It's got a little clicking thing to hold that up. In here, there's a little grappling hook and a pulley system to drop a hook down to, like I said, I don't know the story behind it. So maybe, I'm assuming someone dangles out of it or something at some point, and they have some form of adventures from the old spice freighter. But no, like I said, it's a cool build. It's got a lot of these little bits come up and down too. I'm just trying to think, I can't remember now because I made it. I did my section on it, and then I get my lovely, beautiful wife to go over it and find some parts, and it's quite a 3-step process. My stepdaughter's a bit of a Lego beast too, so she helps a lot to improve my sanity along the way. If I did this all by myself, I would probably not sleep for 6 months just doing Lego. I'd need a little bit of sleep. Anyhow, yeah, I reckon it's a cool set. Not knowing what it is, just looking at it, it's got some real cool features. Look, sight unseen, not knowing the history of this vehicle, I'm going to give it like a 9. I reckon it's a really cool build. It's got a lot of features. It came with some cool figures. Unfortunately, I don't have a ASHOKE, but it comes with some cool figures. And it just looks cool. I don't know, maybe I'm a big B-Wing fan, Star Wars Vintage, in Star Wars Vintage World, and this gives me that feeling, eh? So I quite like it, and it's a bit of a, like I said, it's a B-Wing that holds more than one pilot, and it's some kind of freighter which carries cargo from world to world, planet to planet, whatever it may be. I like it. If I was into Clone Wars and I was keeping some Clone Wars Lego, hey, I'd probably buy it. It's actually really cool. It's a funky looking thing. Like the first time I put it together, I'm thinking, what the? As I was doing it, I'm thinking, what is this thing? Like it's got a sick wing going to the side. Then as it came together, I really started to like it a lot more. So anyway, this bad boy will be hitting eBay probably on the weekend. So check out my eBay store, Derek's Vintage Toys, Derek's_Vintage_Toys. I put a lot of Lego up there. I haven't really had a lot of success in my Facebook group with Lego, so I just had to chuck it up there and really low prices, and just bidding generally goes quite well on eBay with Star Wars vintage stuff and Lego stuff, and Star Wars Lego it doesn't often go for anything, too ridiculously cheap or too ridiculously expensive. It's pretty fair. Most of the prices go sort of under bricklink values, but not too far off it, so you can get a pretty good price. For example, I sold that dropship, which I did a video on recently. That got $900, and that was missing 2 parts, maybe in a figure or something, so, and a couple of stickers. So that's probably worth $1,200, and it went $900. So there was a bit of a bargain there for someone. Anyway, this one's hitting eBay. I'm going to do a 99-cent starting bid. What do you think of that, guys? 99 cents. So anyway, check out my eBay page. Like I said, this will be up there on the weekend. And yeah, I reckon it's pretty cool. The Twilight and ROTA. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if it takes 2 hands to handle it, I'm going to do a video on it when I build it, because, well, why not? It take me that bloody long to put together. I want to remember it, and I actually like this one anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. There's tons more big Lego sets coming up, and all kinds of content. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, just hit subscribe. What harm's it going to do you? But it'll do me the world of good. Big news coming up with some massive giveaways and a few announcements for my channel coming up soon. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate every single time you watch a video, like, comment. It doesn't go on those. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Cheers.